Okay, let's try it again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finals of this first ever Vanillaflash tournament. We are on Crossroads, and in the north-hand side we got none other than one of our Korean gods. It is Asiamint, playing as the OKW. And on the south-hand side, can you tell me who is the challenger at?
On the South Crossroads, we've got the favorite Kimbo god, who I love to simp to. I hope he can bring on a victory and get his first 1v1 big tournament win. And he'll be representing the old Bitbongs, the UKF forces.
And I think I've said it today already in one of the other matches. I think you must be absolutely insane to choose Brits versus Asiamint's OKW. I've said
maybe he just likes hearing the ability is ready. But actually, no, wait.
No.
Without commanders, you hard counter that stupid line. That's why he's picked Brits, dude.
He
Doesn't have to hear it. Yeah.
You might be onto something, yeah.
And he gets 5-man squads with nade tech at like 1 minute into the game.
True, true.
Close enough. But I think it's more for the long range, and Tommies are really good at range on this map. And you get a simping little Vickers, hold down a VP, and hopefully shit all over OKW's dreams if you're UKF. But, and it's a big Shakira-sized, but it's Asiamint stuck in the way playing OKW, quite possibly the best OKW player I've ever seen at the moment. So, yeah,
sure as hell has the best flag half-track mic, bro, I have ever seen.
Yeah. But also his like sustained long pushes we saw yesterday, where he just somehow holds in there. He might lose 1 or 2 units, but it's not Von La star GG push, Tora. It's a bit more like educated, sustained pressure, and he somehow just surrounded pounds from every angle.
And just to enter a question in the chat, Etterfield pointed out, first there was the ability to come into the tournament with Breakthrough Doctrine as the OKW. That was before the Korean caster 101st Airborne pointed out to me that you actually don't need a commander to bring out the King Tiger. As long as you don't have any commander in the list, the King Tiger button shows up whenever you have your 4 tech structures down.
There we go. We thought of everything, folks. And I think Asiamint's definitely thought of how to play OKW 101. Doing it perfectly, just charging straight towards the cutoff already.
Yeah.
Getting the hype train rolling. He wants some early aggression here.
Supply half-track is in action.
And he doesn't even care for his own fuel. He says this map has enough standard points to give me all the resources I need. So look at that.
Gone for the old small and often. You know, 5 a day. Rather than that big fat juicy meal. So yeah, I think Kimbo doing what Kimbo does best here.
Strong blob.
Super gluing all his squads together. Tying them their shoelaces so they can't separate.
This is interesting. I don't think we have seen this before in the tournament. He goes 4 sections into Universal Carrier. Universal Carrier usually comes out as a 3rd unit.
Yeah. I prefer this though, to be honest, because UC can't cap, you know, unless you're just driving around some boys in it, but that seems like a bit of a waste of time.
Preemptive grenade here from Incendiary, from Asiamint. Brilliant, good stuff.
That was a CSGO pre-nade there. But luckily no models dropped yet. For those 2 squads of Kimberly. I don't know how Bitbongers do it, man. Like, have they just got separate HP pools to any other mainline infantry, or?
I think people in chat told me that it's because they have their formation spread is usually really good. There's certain formation they have to move their troops in.
Yeah.
So like, just get spread out so equally over all the models.
Yeah, true. Bit like Gren sometimes, you can see him go down really low before they lose a model. Makes sense, yeah. Never thought of that.
Vickers K-mount being acquired here by Kimbo on the Universal Carrier. Asiamint is already cooking his famous flag half-track.
And I think we're yet to see a KT today, right?
Yeah.
No one's gone for the King Tiger, despite it being an option. Maybe it's something in the back of their minds that they think they're going to need a commander, but they don't. as you've confirmed. So, yeah, we could see one, but you won't get it with heat shells, and you don't get it with the commander upgrade. So possibly that's why people are not favoring it at the moment. This UC doing early work though, Stein, and Flak Half-Track's gonna have to come in and, you know, just simmer it down like the Chucky Starfish of old in 4v4. Just calm them down, but he's going off at the moment with that.
Asiamint being super aggressive once again gets the cutoff going. Little income here for Kimbo. Kimbo stuck in the base once again with Perry. There comes the 251. Black Half-Track on the field. Kimbo spots it, needs to get out of there.
One thing Asiamint likes to do, we saw it again yesterday with his healing. He does lay down a med kit despite having tier 1, just to get that early heals and unit preservation back out on the field. To get some map presence going. And then he attacks the medics after the Flak Half-Track. I really like the decision process there, because it just means you're ahead of the game a bit earlier, and you get about 30 seconds more of lifespan out of your half-track before an AC comes crashing back.
Exactly, it says that's 15 fuel right into the...
What do you think about AAC timing? Do you think it's too early for how strong a unit it is? Or do you feel it's okay, it's just maybe the Flak Half-Track is a very niche option?
It's a difficult thing to counter. AC is super strong. Early game and late game, of course, with the snare ability.
Yeah, could take on P4s late game. Like.
I've had plenty of tanks just die because it was just standing still in front of a 6-pounder, thanks to the AC.
Yeah. And if you twin that up with a sniper snare, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like stationary for life.
But
yeah, does
AC
early engagement
spotted by Asiamint, so Asiamint is always super safe, always has a snare close to its Flak Half-Track. So I wonder whether Kimbo can get a shot in. I think yesterday it was Nagano who had the AC on the field for 10 minutes without ever been able to hit the Flak Half-Track.
Yeah, indeed. And like one thing I noticed, that although Asiamint's won a lot of the earliest engagements here and charged for the cutoff, etc., he's actually dropped about 80 odd VPs.
Yeah.
So if that's one weakness he does have, it doesn't really put too much emphasis on the VPs as much as, say, some other players. Which could work against him.
AEC here being snare, which gives the Flak Half-Track room to maneuver. Kimbo already having queued up those engineers.
Yeah, when you're a newer player, I always found you needed the engineers before you get the AC, but these guys are usually so cautious and precise with their movements of the light vehicle that they don't really need the Royal Engineer before, but I like to just have that snare.
The only thing when I get really scared is from playing Soviets and my T-70 comes out before my engineer with Sweeper and I'm playing versus Austria. I've had one too many die to a teller.
Oh, there's nothing better than a GG teller. We've seen a lot of squad wipes due to tellers today as well. Like,
yeah.
What the hell? They're picking up those infantry model drops today.
AC moving forward here. Gets spotted by the kid to get a shot in. 3 targets. If he doesn't get a shot in.
It's good seeing 2 equal players of equal skill, and then also no commanders. I'm loving this. Just yesterday and today, it's just everything seems such like more of just a balanced arm wrestle, and the skill will be and the determination to just keep going will be the difference, I think.
Yeah, you have to make making a play is so much harder because usually play involves clicking on a strafing ability.
Yeah.
To give you
a
super edge in like a short term, but you want to make a play in this matchup, then really just move down to who's better.
Yeah, I've been surprised there's not as much indirect kind of...
AC going in deep. Gets a shot off on the flag.
Doesn't quite get snared though, so lucky boy. Simple way behind the mid VP there. But yeah, we finally saw Katusha last game kind of break the deadlock, and I think on a longer map like this, definitely some indirect could help.
Yeah.
But Asiamint will not be going for the Stuka in tier 3. He'll most likely be going for a P4 rush and getting that Schwerpanzer down to defend his cutoff.
Exactly. Really liked Asha's positioning of the Schwer last time. Saved him, kept him in the game very long.
I felt like it was just it was going to become a pork and Schwer and get absolutely destroyed. It was too far forward, but he actually covered it very well and it worked out for him. It's always a bit scary, isn't it? Where the hell?
Ooh, infantry section picked off here by the flak half track and the Stormbrain here.
Great snipe on the west flank there. Flak half track's proven its worth, doing work, still alive despite an AEC being out. I think that's a victory in itself.
Yeah.
But
Asiamint, they even forced Kimbo to get the 6-pounder out. We've seen it time and time again. Like yesterday it was the same. AEC doesn't get the opportunity to kill the flak.
Yeah, and it's almost like just a walking bait for it. With the smoke, it has got some survivability, you know. And the lack of snares for Brits, there's only one unit that can do it, the Royal Engineers, so you're actually way out snaring your opponent with OKW, is Asiamint.
We see a grenade tech for the Blitz as well, for access to those mill bombs.
Don't be surprised to see there's a few meme builds sometimes from Asiamint if you watch his streams and his games. He has been prone to get about 4 or 5 leagues sometimes and just
pepper away.
One for each Tommy model landing on their head at once can be devastating. But to be fair, that was a 2v2 game, so maybe it'll be a bit more reserved than 1v1. But yeah, I definitely the very fact that he uses a flak half track and not just brain AFKs straight into a Luke's Puma is definitely good.
Yeah,
nice variety to see.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
So it's all about that as we probably get past the early game, you could say now, so we move into the mid transition, and you got to be thinking how fast can he pump out that P4. He's already got the Schwerpanzer authorized.
He's only 40 feet away. He has so good control of standard points here.
It's going to be about a 15-minute P4, and with a flak half track's 50 fuel, you got to remember as well invested. So it's hella fast, and that's just the glory of this map. But here comes a foul sign right onto the AEC. Is there any follow-up?
Flak half track is moving up in the field.
The slowest getaway. A flak half track chasing a snared.
Just imagine for a second if the flak half track could shoot on the move. That would be insane.
I think you'd be playing allies though then. It'd be too easy mode. Yeah, the USF flak half track, holy hell. It's not meant to be able to suppress on the move, but it basically does. The volume of fire just suppresses you and then it moves, you know. But yeah, if that could be the case,
13 kills, so good usage of that for Kimbo. 3 now also.
Our capture point.
One thing for Kimbo, I think he built a new section, right?
Yeah, he did get forward section once again.
He instantly replaced that lost one on the west side then, so it's going to be a slow vet grind for those boys. And behind the curve of the Volks at the moment.
He's getting a second engineer. I think this is a slight misread. Probably needs a second AT gun out. The P4 is imminent.
I think one boy's going to be fixing and the other Royal Engine is just going to be on mine duty because due to no commanders, you actually have a lot of munis spare for things like mines, snares.
Unit is ready for action.
Yeah, especially getting the Bren gun upgrade is like very improper. High level play.
Have we even seen it? In the last 2 days, I can't
AC getting snared. Grenade's being thrown in return by Kimbo. Raketten being forced off the field now as well.
So he's going to sink his munis into nades. Okay, fair enough from Kimbo.
Ooh, huge nade goes off in the center. 2 models are running away.
But if it's one person who can dodge nades and have an high APM, it's Asiamint. So
Asiamint, yeah.
I think he should be able to handle the nades. It's
I think it was the first game today where Nogano tech nades was Asha, but Asha, I think he got hit maybe once, and the rest was watch. Oh, Kimbo pouncing, going in for the flag half track. Faust going off.
Yep,
needs one more shot.
Base, still not
Is
moving.
he going to trade it?
Dead flag half track in the
Oh, both players smoke.
Oh.
And the attack round misses. Schwer now opening up.
P4 now. It's gonna clean up.
Needs one more. The P4 is coming on the right hand side.
Great hit there on the UC. Down it goes. The little Vickers of Terror. Oh, dodges his own shoe mine. Don't know what's going on there, but
does he? P4 doesn't have the range. Gets snared. Oh, madness.
That was a bit of a misplay there from Asiamint.
Loses one engineer
to come
though.
in way faster and ignore the UC and take out. I think prioritize the old AEC, but still he gets a UC and keeps his flak half track alive due to a miss attack round. That was pretty MLG from him.
So engineer and universal carrier down. Kimbo in trouble at the moment.
A capture point is being overrun.
I could say Kimbo deserved that kill on the flak half track there, but didn't get it. Sent back to think again.
The enemy cut our supply line.
And that will then transpose into some good map control here for Asiamint.
Yeah, Asiamint just storming forward.
Straight for the cutoff. OKW in a nutshell.
And Kimbo was also so smart to make green cover for his enemy. I'm not a fan of making green cover on your own cutoff.
Yeah, it's always a 50-50.
Well,
especially on maps like Langers, it can really work against you.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa, okay, that was a lot of damage. Just ate a whole volley of rifle damage from 4 to 2, nearly insta. Still, a lot of good mines from Kimbo, so he has been busy with the old Royal NGs, and Asiamint, so P4 is now getting the pin mount machine gun upgrade. It's full HP, ready to go again. But I don't fancy his chances against an AT gun and AEC. Still got to be very careful with.
6-pounder opening up, connects with Panther 4. No fixies required once again. And Kimbo manages to tech up. It's about 20 fuel away from Cromwell, if that would be his choice.
And do you think, we'll talk about mines earlier, do you think that's why USF, we don't really see them as much lately? Because what are you going to do? You can only lay the little pooper mines of the rear echelons.
Yeah, but still, like, they have they are like probably the faction with the most useful weapon upgrades. In double bars on the rifleman, always huge.
And nade tech if they wanted it, yeah.
Good nade tech, Zooks. And of course, keeping your major alive for that major artillery should not be underestimated.
Yeah, definitely. And major can get double bars as well and help out in the war effort. Whoa! Long range snipe from the AEC there, connecting and penning the P4. 140 fuel well spent.
Black half track waiting supreme on the left hand side. And there is the double AT from Kimbo. He's probably gonna back this up with either a Centaur or a Cromwell.
Yeah. Can Kimbo channel his inner 17-year-old or however old he was a couple of years ago when he won that amazing 2v2 tournament? Can he translate it into a 1v1 tourney victory? It seems like ever elusive. He gets nearly to the final and it works against him at the last hurdle, so he's definitely going to be wanting to all in on this chance here to get a big W and over 100 euros. Right?
I need to stop you right there. Look at what's building here for Asiamint. It's finished.
Yep. So it begins.
I know half track is out. Insane map vision coming
Call in
up.
the A-team with a big searchlight.
Brilliant.
Oh wow. Did you see the animation as well of the little bongo at the back? What a job. Now Klaus, you're going to sit very still here and look for the telescope all day long. Oh, I would not want to be in that thing in a warfield with like AT guns knocking about. Oh well. Such as life, you don't always get to choose your job, I guess.
League coming up next as well. So he's, I think Asiamint just wants to bleed this out on the 2VPs, it seems like. Let's just take a look at how much vision it gives. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, I wanna click on it now. Okay, that is a joke. He can see down to that
To the shack,
point
yeah.
below the VP. That is insane.
Why isn't trouble on the horizon here for Kimbo though? AEC snare, flak after moving up, Raketen moving up. Tries to spot with the Uhu. Doesn't see the flak after infantry section shooting at the Raketen. Offensive
low
throw.
HP Sternpires, they're gonna have to go back as well, so can't finish the job there. Once again on the AEC, lives with 1 HP.
Flak half track, 2 AT guns aiming. Flak truck is already out of there.
Ooh, P4
section down.
What a shot! There we go.
Grenadiers on the flank, Volksgrenadiers on the flank and shack on those AT guns. Huge trouble here for Kimbo.
Kimbo getting cornered, but could turn into a really nasty retreat path for some Volks. Nope, they get away. Royal Engineers not the best at picking up models. Both AT guns hella low here, Sonny. He could go in for the juggler right here.
Needs to keep him on the field.
He doesn't mess about.
Otherwise he loses his AC. Another Volks coming up. Field trouble.
That's
and now comes the
P4. Now he
P4.
needs on it with the Faust.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Down goes the AC, but the P4 simps away. Vet 2 it gets for that extra armor, bounces a shot. And that was a huge pickup there for Asiamint.
Yeah. P4 hasn't had enough, it's coming back.
Yep, I think this is the time to punish his AT guns.
Yeah, AT guns, low health, one good connection. We decrewed him. We'll instantly sit still, set him up.
Patience from Zoe. Whoa, gets hit with a one-man AT gun crew. Straight off to the forums after this game. But no, I think that was that's the educated pressure that we're talking about. Not all in, just forehead in it. At least he's
Black after being snare. T-gun
got backup options. Yeah, and look at the league just peeping away all the time.
They just see how far he pushes everything up. Position of the Uhu, position of the league. Smoke goes in as well. Great usage there, just making sure those T-guns can't fire.
Yep, exactly.
Grenades being thrown in desperation by Kimbo, but
usually it's top level play from Asiamint here. Just next level actually. I don't think I've seen any other OKW player with his skill set at the moment.
Oh, P4 coming for the base inspection, might get a huge shot off. No, doesn't connect.
That one little hedgehog bit of metal there, saving the day, because that could have been a bug spat for like 3 squads.
Yeah, indeed.
And it's almost like Kimbo's being Kimbo'd, this is what he's used to doing to other players. Waffle stomping his way through auto match and base pinning him, but it's Asiamint who's tabled the turns.
Even base barraging with the league now. Disgusting.
Yeah, that's a bit of BM. They're packed with salt, those shells, not high explosives.
Not high explosives.
He's sending some of the salt back with a vengeance there. But a Panther, actually, not another P4. A Panther is the build for Asiamint. Holy crap. Domination.
Oh, flak half track, a little bit too close to the sun, decides to drive backwards instantly. Cromwell on the field.
Yeah, this Cromwell's gonna feel a bit like a dick-flavored lollipop against the Panther and all the...
Oh, that's Raketen is connecting every shot as well. P4 coming up now as well.
Oh.
Might just be the shortest lift Cromwell ever to be seen. Is it gonna get away? P4 gets the smoke off.
We never liked you anyway in your roundheads. Oh, P4 though couldn't finish the job. Cromwell slips away on 1 HP. Vet 2 Sternpires, so they're getting there to the Ubermensch Vet 3 Fixie ability.
Only 3 models available there, so... Well, 8 models are repairing the Cromwell. But Cromwell is standing still, so no repairs going on. And a rumbling in the deep announces the coming of that Panther. Wouldn't stick around too long if I was Kimbo, but he doesn't know it yet. Gets hit. One more shot is needed to finish off this Cromwell. AT guns reposition. Do we see another smoke? AT guns attack round.
Oh, what
gets
a
it as
shot.
well. Yeah, well played. And Kimbo throws in the towel.
GG. 24 minutes. It's how long exactly Asiamint took to take out Creative Name in Game 2 yesterday. He's done the same to Kimbo. This is insane levels of consistency from him. Yikes. I think he's got the game.